found something unusual at the chemical factory. Maybe it's because the Reavers knew there were some fuel tanks left there. All thanks to Lazy Ryan for not installing a monitor. Can someone come and help me?
This world. This world.
What a pity. There were once some weapons crafted by the Lake Town residents to defend that place. But they were all corroded by acid rain. I really hope you can help. Please bring some weapons back. We're in desperate need of more.
Redwood Outpost rescued some evacuees from Lake Town this afternoon. Sherry asked for assistance, so I told her I'd send you. Supposedly, Lake Town was surrounded by zombies before it fell, so there are a lot of wounded people who need treatment and need it quick. People are our most important asset these days, so I want you to help Sherry as much as you can. Some say that a faction called the Reavers was behind this, and we might be on their turf, so we gotta be extra careful. The Reavers have done huge damage in Redwood Forest, but we still haven't managed to get enough intel on them. Those thugs called the Reavers, their boss is named Rob Diesel. They mainly hang around the Redwood Forest, ambushing survivors and taking their supplies. They've got about 80 members, usually travel by car, and they got 4 or 5 strongholds. Lake Town and Redwoods look out for each other. So naturally, Redwood Outpost had to mobilize when we heard what happened. What they need right now is medical personnel and supplies. Dr. Michael also went down there after he heard about the news. But I don't think the Reavers will stop here. We might have to deal with worse things going forward. They're not like zombies. They're brutal, treacherous, and they have guns. You could say they're an army. We've got to be vigilant. Past experience might not be too helpful here, so if you run into something you don't know how to deal with, let me know immediately.
I've been here for a while and learned a lot from Dr. Michael. But you're finally here. Kane said they didn't have enough people at the shelter, so I thought I had to wait a day or two. Lake Town was almost completely destroyed by the time we got here. Nelson had a very hard time rescuing these people. Unfortunately, we couldn't reach some of the others and had to leave with who we could. The chances are slim, but I hope they make it out alive. Most of them are still in shock. Anyway, I have a lot on my plate right now, so would you help me bandage their wounds and maybe comfort them a bit? I've been here for... Thank you. Things are always a little... After that, maybe help put up some tents so that they can get settled in.
I see space in the back of the room. Why don't we...
Yeah, that spot looks good. This ordeal has traumatized them in more ways than one. After they've settled down, go talk to Dawson, Vivian, and Philip.
Not wrong, but how do we fight them?
was on guard duty when I heard a scream. Obviously something was... I don't know how they got in. Certain those Reavers... No, nothing is well. I can still... We were running away and losing... No, I won't give in. The Reavers. One day, I'll find them and make them pay for this.
Did you really have to ask? That guy? What was his name? Dobb or something? He said that old Billy killed his wife and daughter and that everyone will suffer if we don't hand him over. All of our surveillance dogs died. Then we heard...
That does sound strange. Did you send anyone to check it out?
We did. A staff... We didn't... This was no coincidence. Anyway, I think we'll find out the truth soon enough.
We said it. Those Have I met them? These bastards have been stealing for... We were afraid. Don't worry. We won't... Of course. Rest assured, we won't take you for granted. We'll do whatever needs to be done here.
I've been here for a while and learned a lot from Dr. Before I can take charge.
Sherry, what's with the commotion out...
It's the Reavers. Nelson was going to reinforce the defenses tomorrow, but we didn't...
What should we do?
First, we have to make sure that folks are safe. I'll gather everyone in a...
Stay here and don't go outside.
Be careful. We've already lost too many people, and we can't afford to lose you.
Phew. Crushed justice.
Especially those of you who stayed at Michael's ranch. It's time to pay for your sins. No one's coming forward? No matter. I have all the time in the world to make you talk. Brothers, this place is all yours. Use your wits to the back of your guts. I don't care. But by the time the sun comes up, I will have a list of every single name.
You're not the best warrior I've met, but you are the most courageous.
They retreated. I'll get a doctor.
Some of them were captured. You have to save them.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Don't mind me. We have to get Nelson and Sherry to put a team together to rescue the captives.
Stay alert at all times.
Good. They left. I'm fine. I'll leave for the element of surprise, eh? Careful. They've got more guns than us. Let us know if you run into trouble.
bad person? Nah, I'm just a soldier.
Great work. Maurice was... They left us here because they didn't leave many people behind. I'll take the wounded and get out of here. You have other things to do. Don't worry about us.
I got lucky. Only a few people were left here, and I've taken care of them. Grimes and some others are on their way back to the outpost.
Great. I got good news and bad news. The good news is, we found the people who were left at Lake Town. The bad news is, Sherry went to save them without consulting me.
That's so reckless. Lake Town isn't safe right now.
You got that right, but she left already. So all we can do is make sure the shit doesn't hit the fan. How about you get over there? I really don't need to lose anybody else.
Got it. I'll go right now.
Sherry, where are you now?
We're almost at Lake Town, but it looks like there are a lot of zombies.
You're damn right there are a lot of zombies. What the hell were you thinking going down there?
But Nelson, I couldn't just turn a blind eye. I have to save them.
Yeah, I get it. You're the medic and you want to save the whole world. You should have talked to us first.
These footprints are
Promise me
fresh.
I would keep you safe.
I should track them and see what I can
What am I
find.
supposed to tell the Ravens if you don't come back?
I'm sorry, Nelson. I was being reckless. I'll be extra careful, but I will save everyone. Please trust me.
Fine. Stay safe. I'm sending backup. Should be there soon.
That's... Oh no, some of them are hurt. I have to find them, fast.
Kane here. Found a second wave of Lake Town captives. We're planning to go tomorrow. But Sherry went with Dr. Michael to save them.
Wasn't there a zombie horde in Lake Town? It's not safe there now.
I've already sent one of your people to go help her. But it still might not be enough. Got any other plans in mind?
Got it. Sherry and Dr. Michael are very important to us, but we have to save the captives, too. I'll arrange a chopper for your evacuation. Please stand by.
Thanks, Kane. I hope they all make it out alive.
Wonderful. These will replenish my stock. This is exactly what I need. There's half a footprint on this sheet of paper, but I don't see any dust on it. I hope Sherry's doing okay.
Did you come to help us? I didn't expect to see you here.
Have we met?
You don't know me, but everyone at the Redwood Outpost knows you. Wow! You! Here! You're like a rock star. Thank you.
Maybe later.
Yeah, she's upstairs.
Sherry, I'm so glad I found you.
I thought you were helping Kane. I didn't expect you to come out.
Kane couldn't get in touch with you, so we got worried. He sent me to help you.
I'm not, but some of the patients tore their stitches during the evacuation, and they keep getting worse. Our medical supply...
It looks like Lake Town is pretty spread out. I'm not sure...
The residents of Lake Town tell me that they left some medical supplies behind when they fled. I'll mark the locations for you, and hopefully you can bring back these supplies.
Great.
Now, we can alleviate some of his pain, but we must return to the Redwoods as soon as we can. The patients can't get proper treatment in this condition. The Reavers have grown powerful only in the past, so why won't they get off our backs? That has to do with their Yes, he's trying to avenge his wife and daughter. Now, about that, shortly after the outbreak 4 years ago, I left the city for my farm, where I took in a number of evacuees, including Rob. He was a kind young man then and loved to help others. He was friends with Nelson, Daniel, and Alicia. Everyone liked him. Nancy, his wife, was very caring, and their little girl Martha was just the sweetest. It all started with a sudden horde of zombies that no one had seen coming. They appeared at midnight and surrounded them. To give everyone time to escape, Rob grabbed a torch, hollered like nothing I'd ever heard before, and ran into a haystack. This distracted many of us. Right before he did that, he had told us to take care of Nancy and Martha, so we took them with us when we left. We found an abandoned warehouse just before dawn. But Nancy and Martha insisted on waiting for Rob out. Martha screamed when she saw a zombie, and the sound drew more of them over. Everyone in the warehouse was extremely tense. We were afraid of the zombies and couldn't agree on whether to go out and save Nancy and Martha. So we had a show of hands, and, well, those who didn't want to risk it won by a single vote. We could only watch as they were surrounded. It's been years, but their screams still keep me awake at night. Rob suffered severe burns from the fire. Eventually, he found us, and we treated his injuries. But after he had heard what happened, he left. Maybe he didn't hear the full story, but it was true that we did him wrong. Those who voted not to save his family are on his hit list. Some of them went to Lake Town, and some of them joined the Redwoods. Rob probably doesn't have a full list of the people and their whereabouts, so that might be why he's attacking everyone. I voted to save his family, but I was guilty for not taking any action. After all, from his point of view, revenge is justified. And I understand his feelings too. But things change when innocent lives are at stake. I just hope we can resolve this soon.
Thank you. With these supplies, there's a better chance we'll survive. Here, let me show you how to make simple bandages and antibodies. Could you help restore the signal tower next?
Where is the signal tower?
It's east of the town. Once it's restored, we'll be able to contact Kane for backup.
Here, but it looks like he stopped breathing. That's probably his comms next to him.
I'm Wade. I work for the Redwood Forest Radio Administration. My job is to keep the signal tower up and running. But I was wounded. I thought I could handle it, but by the time I got to the tower, I couldn't make it any further. My heart is racing, and I can't move. I know eventually someone will come to restore the signal. need to know that each tower provides network access to a specific area. Through the towers, you can connect to the satellite and download the data for the area. This data is extremely important. It's the result of years of work from multiple departments. After it's done downloading, you should check out the view. I love the view from up here. I love looking into the distance at my homestead and everything I know and love. It feels like...
Sherry, do you copy?
Copy. You've restored the signal tower. Communication is back up.
Sherry, this is Kane. Shoot, I'm glad to hear your voices. We've been circling over Lake Town, but there are too many zombies down there. Chopper can't land to transfer the patients. We need your help.
The houses in Lake Town are too close together. We have to find a flat open space for the helicopter to land. Meet me back here and we'll figure out how to move the patients.
I'm back, Sherry.
Kane landed the helicopter, but it's still a little ways away. This road isn't quite safe yet. Ready? Let's go! Hang in there, just a little more.
Continue suppression fire. All right, time to take this bird to the sky. I'll bring them back to the Ravens first. Be careful, and I'll see you at the outpost.
Hey, you and Sherry left yet?
Sherry left with the others. I'm just bringing up the rear.
So you're still there. Great. I've got a job for you. If it works out, there'll be a devastating blow to the Reavers.
Oh yeah? Do tell.
We just received news that Alicia, the woman who used to lead the Reavers, was spotted at a house across from Lake Town. Supposedly she was kicked out by Rob Diesel. She's in exile, but her supporters are still around. If we can work with her, we might be able to get rid of the Reavers for good. It's not far away. It shouldn't take too long for you to get there.
I'll head over and see what I can do.
the hell are you? And what's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
I'm from the Redwood Outpost, and I have some questions about...
Some questions? That's not what you want to know if I'll help you deal with Rob. You're delusional.
That may be true, but they all...
Are you trying to make me look bad?
Kayata?
Kayata, come say hi.
I think it's better if it stays by your side.
Damn, I hear footsteps. That must be Rob's men sent to kill me. Doesn't he? It's too bad I haven't recovered from my last fight. If you take care of this for me...
The Reavers are brutal, but I'll do my best.
Looks like I'll have to...
Weapon?
When I first got here, I was so pissed.
Do I have to?
Well, I can't swim, so... Yes, you do.
It should be near the middle of the lake. How good of a swimmer are you? Just don't go drowning on me. Well, do you see it?
You heard right. You want to hear about our grudge? And so you're getting mixed up in this, actually. Do I? Frankly, I'm not looking back. Enemy? It was bad, but Kayata saved. And that's about it.